When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, better look out. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Looking to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ole Miss offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games
and get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Inside, touchdown, Volunteers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give on the inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown ball! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the start. And they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision.
Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on a scintillating 92-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wants to throw. It's Burt. He wants to go deep. He's got it at the 20. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive. He picks up more than 30.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's... And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fires left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And the Volunteers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
No fair catches here, looking for room. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The run from the shotgun. Quick spin on the ride. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Buys a little extra time. Rolling right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They feed him again. Oh, he's got some space. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. He's got it at the 30. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Got a man, it's held. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand-new game. They're trailing by just 4 to Virginia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Figueroa. On the move at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. Part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Pulls and fires complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
right down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. Hauls it in. There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
The Vols looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rides the back on the option, the give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air on second down. Got him downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the...
Breaks into the open. Got enough space, and he'll step into the end
this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Runs through a tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rebels head it quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's caught. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. What a cut. Now he's loose. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Under fire. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield, it's Burt. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Rides the back and leaves it. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coach is always hard, but staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, you are doing just that.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed behind the line. It's held. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They're going to ride this running back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Volunteers will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed in the backfield. It's held. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. On target to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got his man downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive.
Touchdown ball! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Gives it on the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Rebels line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Breaks the tackle. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And this one is perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles. Like
wide open, he makes the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. There he goes. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The give on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to scramble. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This guy is putting up some numbers today, approaching that Joey Kent, Marcus Nash territory.
He's been unbelievable. There's just no way to stop him. The defense hasn't had answers. It's throw it to him short, he can make plays. It's throw it to him long. You got to do something to slow this guy down right now because he is absolutely killing his defense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into...
Lofts one high and deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Makes a move. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Power football with the run. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and nice job getting it to the ground.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down and bounce. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Snagged in the middle. It's Figueroa. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Burt. Starting to feel a little pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Makes a man miss. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the 4th quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They get the win.